We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready. General West.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And a give this time to the tailback. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
59 Mike. Check, 59. I'm scared. Mike 5-9.
2nd and 6. It's caught by Aguilar. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
59. I'm coming.
61 Matchbox. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 24. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Go. Recon, 132 fighter, 10 Lobo. Bravo.
59 Mike. Check
now.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Love. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 65 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, check. 59.
2nd and 4. Completes it to Coleman. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, high 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it. Protein spill. Hey, Zoo.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
80 weapon.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Look at me. Zipper.
Banjo.
2nd and 1. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 8. Completes it to Aguilar. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now,
58, come on. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
3 down, 3 down.
58, Charlie.
58, come on. Crunch time, defense. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Now.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And the Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. A gain of 6 there on first. He'll drop to throw. And this will complete to Will Fuller. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
13 yards on the play. Sets another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready, set. General West. 2.
They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Love. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again for a play action, hit him over the top.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. This complete to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
60 outlaw. 61. Matchbox lights.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 37.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get ready.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Plant. X3. 218. Chopper.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
I'm coming up.
Yes, yes. Go.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here it comes, here it comes. A little flat.
Topper, hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, B, let's go.
Hey, exit. Down.
2nd and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Will Fuller, 29 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now Jones, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Out of the gun, Luck. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pull it high.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Will Fuller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Check. Alert.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. He completes this to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
On first down, Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Hey, high 7.
58, come on. Wild Bill.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Hey, 2.
They snap it to Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Locke. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, echo.
Back to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
5.
58, Mike. Check right. Hey, 58 is the mic. Ball 58 is the mic. Rip left.
Yo, go.
58, the mic. I
5.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And partner, I must